Welcome to Translogic. I'm Jonathon Buckley. The motorised bicycle is nothing new. People have been making them in their garages for years. But Motoped decided to refine the idea, and they've got a few models to offer, one of which might even help you get through the end of days. So here I am with the president of APT Group, Troy Huffy. It's a technology company, but you guys are specialising in a couple of different areas. Specifically, you've got Motovox, which is your kind of motorised toys, your little bikes, your little cars and things like that. And the one that we're here to talk about today, Motoped.
At our core, we're really a small engine technology company or a propulsion technology company. Motoped is really a unique product. It's a cross between a motorcycle and a mountain bike. We said, let's take this, let's make it a production vehicle.
Well, the bikes that people are paying attention to and that are coming out right now, we've got the Cruiser, which is motorised 49 cc's, beach cruisery type of deal, isn't it? What sort of guy do you see buying this bike?
What we found when we went to SEMA this year is that it was a much larger and broader market appeal. I mean, women, young and old, men, young and old, you know, millennials to boomers. And then, of course, you got the Pro, and the Pro is really a off-road, you know, product that more motocross application would be probably the best usage for it.
When you've got the gasoline engine running, come across those big bumps, it hasn't bottomed out at all, and it's more like riding a dirt bike than it is like riding a mountain bike.
But the one that we're really interested in seeing is the survival Black Ops. I mean, you guys have thrown everything at this thing. You've got a shovel, you've got knives, you've got tanks on the side for whatever kind of liquid you want to use, and a crossbow strapped to the back. I mean, this is really like, I got to bug out of here and hit the woods. It's a zombie apocalypse type of machine.
This is the kind of bike you need in this type of environment. We've got ropes and carabiners. We've got 2 1-gallon tanks for whatever you want to hold, whether it's gasoline or water or moonshine. With these utility clamps that we've got on the side, you can basically load it up with whatever you want. Fishing rods, rifles, anything you like that's outdoorsy, you can just bolt it on. Everything you're going to need in a world past humans.
When it comes to the bicycle side of things, I guess the first thing people are going to think of is when we're pedaling along or heading uphill, how much is the weight going to impact that on a bike like this?
Right. This is a 118 to 128 pound product. Yep. Can you pedal it easily? You're going to find out. You're going to ride it. It's quite easy to pedal it.
This thing looks exactly like a dirt bike. It just so happens that it's pedal powered. I've got the engine running right now. It's just cruising in neutral, and I just use the pedals to get myself along. I thought this was going to be quite hard to do, but it's surprisingly easy. That being said, I am on flat ground. When it's time to go uphill, however, all you have to do, kick it in gear, and away we go.
Because we're an environmental type focused organization, we have developed a smart carb fuel system, which will take the bike from a 80 to 110 mile per gallon vehicle to a 180 to 200 mile per gallon vehicle.
Wow, yeah. Significant increase.
Yeah, and you're lowering emissions by 60, 70% with just the smart carb fuel system. And then we evolved that into a new state-of-the-art 2-stroke zero oil consumption engine. 2-stroke power plants are the promise for the future, make no mistake. If in terms of internal ICEs, internal combustion engines, the reason why is just power to weight. So your delivery of power for less mass is the name of the game.
With the smart carb on this bad boy, you're going to get 150 to 200 miles per gallon. So with your front tank and your 2 side tanks on the Black Ops model, you're looking at around about a 500-mile range, which is going to be good to get you out of the city centre in an emergency.
Legality-wise, on the streets, 49 cc's is 49 for a reason. In most states, that's considered street legal without having to register it.
If you're under that 50cc displacement size, if you have pedals, and you're under 25, 30 mile an hour, you're a motorized bicycle. So anywhere a bicycle can legally go, a motorized bicycle, in all practicality, can go legally.
When it's time, you can just run a silent, just so you don't draw too much attention to yourself. And then, away you go again.
What about customization? Because I know that was a big part of what you guys were doing, is that you made it easy for your average Joe to work on. If I just want a little extra power one day and I can source an engine, is it easy for me to switch it over?
Yeah, Jonathan, that's a great question. The one guy with a handful of tools can build the whole bike. You can customize the product for about 70–75% of the vehicle. You can get a part anywhere. You can go to bike shops, you can go to motorcycle shops. The engine mounts were designed in a way that any horizontal air-cooled power plant could fit. You can go from a 49cc to, there's folks putting much larger power plants that I don't recommend.
Well, Motoped have done with this bike is exactly what they've claimed to do. They've taken the motorcycle and the bicycle and mashed them together, but they've done it in a way that it feels like it's not some kind of Frankenbike that's been pieced together. It actually works, and it's actually refined, and it's actually polished, and it works in both ways. It works well as a bike, and I would be inclined to say that it works even better as a motorcycle. This could really seriously be a great adventure bike for people that really want to go off the beaten track.
How much is it going to cost for me to get on one of these?
The price points are anywhere from $3,000 or $2,800, $2,900 to as high as $4,500 to $5,000, depending on the model. Our concept as a company is, let's be friendly and safe with the environment. And let's bring things back to simplicity, and let's make things cost effective.
Well, between the Motoped Pro, the Cruiser and the Survival, which I spent most of the day on today, I have to say Motoped really have their bases covered with a bike that's not only well made and reliable, but it's pretty well priced and it's super fun to ride. And we're excited to see them in the marketplace. For Translogic, I'm Jonathon Buckley. We'll catch you next time.